Hello everyone on YouTube. Today Father has presented you the Dynamic Bible. If you guys are looking for a new religion and it's all art based, this is the one that you need. This is made by Peter Hahn, and I'm just going to be flipping through the pages just to show you and talk to you about all the things I got from this book. This is a lovely book. If you guys think Scott Robertson is hard, this will help you see the way. Move this trash out of the way. Start flipping through the pages. What I really appreciate about this book that Peter Hahn drew in this, I never met the guy. I always wanted to meet him because I love his artwork so much, but I really do adore that he sketches in all these books. I think it's like either a print or he like literally did it himself. But this is basically a notebook from him going to school. He studied underneath another artist and one of his teachers' classes. So it's basically class notes. And it roughly goes past the core fundamentals that you need to learn. And this is the stuff I was talking about before, doing your circles, ellipses, and all this stuff. If you remember any of my early videos, I was talking about circles, ellipses, the practices that I would do every day, especially last year. I don't do them as much now because after a while, it's just like, okay, I am kind of taking a break from this, and then eventually later on, maybe like halfway in the year, I will go back to doing this again just to make sure I get all these things straight and sturdy for my skill set and stuff like that. The line practices, the arcs, the waves, zigzags, I've tried to do them all. And if you watch any of his YouTube videos, he has some up that talking about dynamic sketching and like where you start off with like doing lines and stuff. Give those things a watch. Go follow Peter Hahn. If you guys don't know who Peter Hahn is, he's a teacher at Art Center in Pasadena, I believe. I'd be like amazed if you guys don't know who Peter Hahn is if you're clicking on this video. But anyone new here who don't know him, I say go and find his Instagram, follow him, and get to learn some stuff from him. He has a few videos up on YouTube as well. This book here, Form and Language, not the book, but the page, Form and Language, was very insightful. I didn't really know more about form until like I met with Ahmed Aldori during my portfolio review, and he just told me like my characters look like cardboard, so I just need to like work on form, which could be in cylinders. But this is also another great step on working on your form as well. Attaching and combining geometric shapes together to make an object. Drawing boxes in perspective once you're done, like in freeform perspective, not like using guidelines and stuff like this one right here up top, not like drawing them in perspective. Like once you're done with this, try moving on to this, and yeah, gives you like a nice sense of feel with space. And then in this book, it gives you like a worksheet. You cannot buy this book anywhere unless Peter Hahn decides to re-release a book. And whenever he does, because I know he was working on a updated version of the Dynamic Bible. I was currently broke, so I couldn't afford it, but I'm pretty sure it was like almost the same thing with like some extra bits in it as well. But whenever whenever you can find this book, I say get it, especially if you're trying to up your mileage and your drawing skill. And using crosshatches, like how you will make tree forms and stuff like that, is so good. And like looking at the art too is like also amazing. So it's like a little treat, you know. This book gets me so hyped whenever I like will flip through the pages, because like I don't like drawing in my books because I love my books too much to draw in them. I just work on it on the side. But this book gets me so hyped because it's like, oh wow, so if I learn all this stuff in the beginning here, that means then I can be able to do stuff like this soon, you know. And that's what it is just understanding like, okay, we're gonna measure something out. This will be like your little guideline here for all the shapes and forms of how to build an insect and stuff like that, and just draw them out, and like how to take those fundamental practices from the earlier chapter like form and throw it into something like this, which is really great. And the reason why I compare this right next to a simpler, easier to follow guide than Scott Arberson, because this is basically what Scott Arberson puts in his book. If you go back to my video on Scott Robertson, like his How to Draw book, these are basically the same grids and stuff like that, but just not used for structures or vehicles. This is like used for organic living things like bugs and trees and stuff like that. Eventually later on in this book it will go into vehicles and stuff, but it's just, oh man, it's so fucking beautiful, man. It's so beautiful. And then by the time when I got this book, I was also trying to follow Feng Zhu's draw kind of like draw everything. You can draw like 10 or 20 rocks a day, and then like do that for like a month, and then draw trees, do that for a month, and just draw all these things for a month, and then that's how you build up on your mileage. And man, let me tell you, that shit is true. Keep up with it. I unfortunately didn't follow through. I did so much, and then I guess like just work life just really got in the way on keeping up with my homework assignments. But that didn't stop me from drawing though. I just made up my own game of how I will improve. If you guys see my videos on my 2020 mileage and like how far I've come skill like thing. See, like, these are just notes. That's the thing that like killed me. I'm like, these are just notes. Like, what the hell? Like, I have never seen anyone's notes be this cool, you know? I have never seen anyone's like notes are just like this cool to look at. All right, now you're gonna get the locomotives. Okay, because this is going back to surface space and detail, and this is like just what using forms and materials. And this is right here. This is why I say it kind of breaks down Scott Robertson's like perspective like so much easier. Just to understand, like, it doesn't have to be 100% spot on, because for the fact that, shit, are you a train expert? Are you a car expert? Do you know when something's off? You can probably tell by like the wheels and stuff or something, but like just for just sketching out ideas or concepts, this works so well, where you just make up your grids, draw your lines or height lines and stuff like that, and just, if you do the circle, if you practice your circles and ellipses, this will be easier for you to do. That's the reason why you would practice that. And then just add in some rendering with some hatching and stuff like that, and then he just fooling the illusion of this is an accurate depiction of a train, but it's not 100% accurate. But there's enough detail on there for you to understand, like, ah, that's a train. Some things could be even like missing too, and you wouldn't even know. And now we're getting to the car section, and how you build your car with a box. I know, I'm pretty sure, like, if any of you guys are like me, I'm pretty sure you guys are like tired of like the box shit. Like, I really hate Drawbox. I know there's other like things you can do with Drawbox. I know it's not all boxes, but like I really can't stand drawing boxes anymore. I just think a full year of just drawing boxes and ellipses and practicing lines and stuff like that, it just gets to a point where you're like, ugh, I'm over it. But the more you do it, the better you get. Let me know in the comment section down below, will you guys ever draw in a worksheet if you got this book? I personally can't do it. I just feel like that would be a sin. I hate when books are like construction guides. Like, you have to write in a book or you have to draw something. I don't like the idea. I don't like like whenever I buy a book, that's like my baby, you know what I mean? Like I want to keep it nice, clean, pristine. I don't use any highlighters. I don't underline shit. I just like to keep it nice and clean. And if anything, like if there's something I need to remember or look back on, I already know the page. I read the book thoroughly, so I can just go back, flip through it, and like I found it right here. Or I just leave a bookmark. Like I don't agree with highlighting shit. I just love my books being pure the way they came, you know? Aviation. I'm still using those core fundamental principles that he stated in an earlier chapter, and the stuff you can see in Scott Robertson's book as well. You can like match 2 to 2 together, especially if you find something harder to understand in Scott Robertson. You can always like reference this book. Yeah, I'm so happy that like I was able to get my hands on this book. This book was hard to get. Like this thing was sold out everywhere. Bunch of weapons here. It's freaking dope. And you got your cloth. And that's something I need to brush up on. So if you can't afford an art school and you just can't see yourself putting yourself into debt like that, like, yeah, man, this book is to go. Like, I believe that you don't really need to go to school to learn art. You can just find it all on the internet, or you can find it within a book. And I chose a book and the internet, so I have the power of God and anime on my side, and nothing's gonna stop me now. So I hope you guys like this video. If you guys are actually watching these videos and enjoying it, please let me know down in the description below. Thank you again for anybody who watches. Like, comment, and subscribe if you guys want to see more content like this. And give me some suggestions down below on what books you guys are interested in learning from, or you want to see that I have in my collection that can help you out, and something that you would like my honest opinion on. I know I had a pretty harsh video on buying books of hands, because like drawing hands are really frustrating for me, and I just, all the books I bought on hands, I just feel some type of way, okay? Don't judge me. But if you guys have any other suggestions on books that you want me to review or to go over, if you have anything in your Amazon wish list or cart that you're like, I don't know if I want to buy that. What does the review say? $40. I don't know. Let me know in the description below. I'll be more than ready, or help, no, more than ready, but I'll be more than happy to check the book out for myself, and just to like save you the hassle of actually buying the book and reading it yourself. Other than that, you guys have a goodie. I'll see you guys in the next video. See you guys later.